It on the ground is short. Clark ranges to his right. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is at the plate. Bryant Aller, he singled his last time up. Round to short. Clark gloves it. Throw on to first, 2 gone. And this afternoon's closes at a 1-run game, 7-6 today.
A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
Now on your home for minor league baseball. MLB The Show has coverage from the AAA Pacific Coast. Now batting, King Clark, hoping to stay hot as he came through with a 4-hit contest yesterday afternoon. Hit hard up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Ambush tactics right there, but he didn't try and do too much. He stayed in there and just drove it back.
Digging in the switch hitter, Mark Howry, and it's been a slow start to the year, as you see there, just barely over the 200 mark here in April. The 0-1. Back up the middle, backhanded, one there, on to first, but not in time as he beats it out. Digging in for his second at-bat, King Clark. He reached on a single in his first try. First offering on its way. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. Now in the box, King Clark.
Second baseman, King Clark.
First pitch coming, here it is. Hit hard on the ground to the right, and that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up.
So stepping in, Howard Kaufman. He singled his last time up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And a good throw gets him 1 gone. At the plate, Mark Howry, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Clark charging this one, and that's the second out. Here's Ryan McMahon now. He was able to reach base thanks to an error in his last at-bat.
'Ryan McMahon.
0-1 count and the pitch. High pop-up. Clark is under it, and he's got it for the first down. Standing in, Howard Kaufman, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Howard Kaufman.
First delivery to him on the way. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is not close as he's in there with a scope. Stepping in, King Clark.
Second baseman, King Clark.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Seared down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Kaufman is after it. He's got it 1 away. So coming to the plate, Andres Escalona. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike called. Now the throw down. Is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. The 0-1. Towards second. And that's in there. Base hit. They'll add a big insurance run here as the runner scores from second. Now a 7-5 game. Coming to the plate now, King Clark. He flew out in his last at-bat. Pulled toward right center field. Kaufman sprinting after it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game. 8-5 tonight. The Isotopes posted 4 runs in the 8th on the way to victory. Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, the finale of this 4-game set between the Tacoma Rainiers and the Albuquerque Isotopes. The Isotopes have now won 5 consecutive games. They'll aim to continue their winning streak next. Vernon Chassin, the Cuban-born right-hander, will be on the mound to start. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty D, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
Second baseman.
Coming to the plate now, King Clark, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Popped him up. Pinto waits on it, and that's the second out of the inning. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. Dero, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup today.
Into the box now, Tom Murphy. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. Well, to second, this could be 2. Reined in. There's 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Ready for another chance? King Clark. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Base hit, line drive into the corner. He's through first and hustling for second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Let's slow this one down and take another look. Great camera angle here, looking straight down the left field line. You see him take that inside route to the ball. His hands stay back, and he goes oppo to find himself at second.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Tom Murphy.
Catcher, Tom Murphy.
Bunt attempt here. Delgado has it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there. The infield was playing back, but it's not going to work out for him this time. That's a nice play to react, and they take care of him at first.
Now at the plate, Lewis Fitzgerald. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. And a fastball just a bit up. Digging in and looking for more, King Clark. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. On a big swing, and he crushes this ball deep. My goodness, a long home run.
Man, he should have put a bow on that pitch because it was an absolute gift.
Digging in once again, Mark Howry.
Mark Howry.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. In there, now the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Hey, it's almost impossible to throw a base runner out that gets a lead that big. And plus, this catcher.
Ready for another shot now, Ray Hundley. Runner in scoring position with two gone.
Hundley.
Is on the ground to second. Clark takes it in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Striding in once again, Ryan McMahon. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Ryan McMahon.
Up the middle. To his right, Clark. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Trying to pick things up where we left off, King Clark.
King Clark.
He's set and the pitch. Popped high in the air. McMahon over to his right. 2 gone. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Howard Kaufman. He got called out on strikes his last time through. He's set. Here it comes. Runners on the move for second. Strike taken. The throw. Way late, and he's in there easily. Ready once again, King Clark. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. Here comes the first pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, but that'll be off the right field wall. Saltzman rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's safe at the plate. And they lead now by 4. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes.
Digging in, Nick Pinto. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen. They're going to get back into this thing.
Grounded back up the middle, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 9th inning coming up. Tacoma leads it 9-5. Next will be the designated hitter, Ray Hundley.
Ray Hundley.
Here comes the 0-1. Double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press.
The manager gooses his team about a lackluster area of performance. A player is entreated to keep developing the skills that are vital to his makeup. An agent checks in with a client currently in the minors. A manager checks in with his ball club. A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches. This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization are keeping tabs on them. A manager checks in with his ball club. A coach looks to help one of his stars become even better.
Position right. Into the box, King Clark. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming, here it is. Pitch out, nothing doing. Lloyd, the runner at first with two gone. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And that'll ricochet off that brick wall in right. Lloyd rounds third and is digging for the plate. Safe at the plate as they extend their lead to 2. Digging in the switch hitter, Randall Stokes. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Comes set and the 0-1. Pitch outside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
This catcher's not known for his throwing ability, so you compound that with a big lead at first.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Quincy Laguna. He drew a walk his first time up.
Laguna.
Up the middle. Clark scoops it up. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Digging in to try it again, King Clark. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Hit hard on the ground towards second. He's got it. And there's 1 away. So stepping in, Lee Lim. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready with the 2-2. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Scooped up to second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Now at the plate, King Clark. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. From the stretch. Now a chopper to first, might only get 1. Reined in. To second for 1. On to first, but not in time. He beats it out to keep the inning alive, and the run is in. In now, Enos Esparza. He got on top of 1 and was a ground out victim last time. And that's down into left center for a base hit. Around first, digging for 2. Around second, he's on his way to third. Throw won't get him.
Of course they feel good about it.
So striding in, King Clark.
King Clark.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. Andino is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. Richie McIntosh.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offense.
A manager checks in with his ball club. Inferences drawn from season statistics can sometimes illuminate potential areas of improvement. This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization are keeping. In the minor leagues, a lost season is never fully lost because any situation can be a teaching opportunity. An unexpected turn. And just like that, a player must pull up roots and move on to the next destination. A minor leaguer is welcomed after being brought into a new organization. His name may not have made headlines in this deal, but if he's a hit in the long run, it could be a real feather in the GM's cap. In this game, change can come swiftly and unannounced. The player is embracing the change that the sudden trade has imposed on him. Players don't always take it so well. A manager checks in with his ball club.
game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes. So here's the cleanup hitter, King Clark, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Started that swing a bit too early. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. Been a middling start to the season as they come in 2-3 over their first 5.
Yeah, Matty, what I need to see out of this offense today is some early production. Somebody's got to get on base and put the defense on their heels. They've been struggling recently. They're not swinging the bats well. They got shut out yesterday, and this offense needs to adjust itself.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jesus Aguilar. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Short. Clark fields it cleanly. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. Stepping in, King Clark. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard on the ground towards second. That's through for a base hit. He's now 2 for 2 in this one.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter, right?
Striding into the box, King Clark. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hard hit ball to second. Wiseman moving to his right. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. We played 4 full. Dodgers lead this one 4-1. Stepping up to the plate, King Clark. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He pulls this one into right. Siegel is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Kurt Tyler. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Full play ball to second. 4. Fielded cleanly, and there are 2 away now. Leading off the inning, Julius Prado, and they'll need him to get something going here. Here now the 2-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Clark ranges to his right. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Coming to the plate now, Sean Perez. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill. They've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. Striding forward now is the DH, Kurt Tyler. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here. This thing feels doable.
Bouncer up the middle. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over. 8-3 tonight. The Dodgers took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Minor League Baseball is live and on the... Into the box now, King Clark. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard to the right side, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Jesus Aguilar. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year. Get things turned around in a hurry. Played on the backhand. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
All right, here's how the home side's lining up defense.
Stepping into the box, Jermaine Thatcher. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Thatcher.
Here now the 2-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Clark is there for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3. So digging in now, King Clark, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He pulls into second safely as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there. Stepping into the box, Charles Wiseman. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Weakly to the left. Clark is right there. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close. Now to the plate, King Clark. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Sanchez racing back on the warning track. He makes the catch. Digging in, King Clark.
Leading off for Oklahoma City, the shortstop.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. That's lifted the other way out to left. Dwyer is under it. 1 away. Here now is Micah Johnson. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking.
Meanwhile here, the throw down to second. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Tommy Dwyer. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. On the ground to second. Did he get his double play? There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is settling in now. King Clark. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Benoit has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself, and this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone.
Hard liner to center field. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We've played 8 full. The Dodgers lead it 8-7.
So the home crowd will have a pleasant drive home afterwards as their guys have taken the first 2 of this 3-game series.
A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar on the development of his signature skills.
So we'll have a pinch hitter coming up here with a runner at first and nobody out.
Now batting, shortstop, King Clark.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. His average sits at 296 entering play. No home runs as of yet, and 8 runs batted in. The 0-1 pitch. Wolf is right there, 1 down. Ross Adorno is on to pitch. 4-0 the score tonight. Oklahoma City came through when it mattered. Now on your home for minor league baseball. MLB The Show has coverage from the AAA Pacific Coast League. Today, it's the second of this 3-game series between the Oklahoma City Dodgers and the New Orleans Baby Cakes. So striding forward now, King Clark. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Funk stands at first with 1 out. Pitch out, nothing doing. Runners off for second. That's a strike to throw down. Is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. The 2-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. He'll get it into second. And he is out trying for 2 bases, but credit him with a single and an RBI. Striding in, Keith Horton. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here now the 2-2. First. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2.
Ready now, King Clark.
Shortstop, King.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield, around the mound, and around the whole home plate area is really getting soaking wet, and I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
So coming to the plate, Salvatore Cairo, a hit in 2 tries so far.
Salvatore Cairo.
Hit on the ground. Oh, look at the dive to first. Excellent effort, but no chance to make the play at first. That's a base hit.
I can't begin to tell you how difficult.
Now at the plate, King Clark. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First offering on its way. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone. It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. First home run of the campaign for him, and this one gives him the lead. It's 6-5. Now at the plate, Richie McIntosh. He singled his last time up.
Richie McIntosh.
Clark comes up with it. On to first, and there were 2 down. Coming to the plate now, King Clark, and we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Castilla has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. So 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors, and no one left on base.
The catcher, number 14, Lorenzo Velasquez.
Runner goes for second. Pitch inside the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with leading off the inning, Eddie Castilla, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan of they could certainly use that right now.
Clark gloves it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
A manager exhorts his team regarding a deficient area of production. Total mastery of a skill requires continual refinement. An agent checks in with a client currently in the minors. A manager addresses his team about their recent slump. A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches. A manager checks in with his ball club. This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization are keeping tabs on them. Top players become great players by continuing to think of themselves as developing players.
MLB The Show's tour of the minor leagues continues as we make a stop in the 16-team Pacific Coast League. We've got baseball on the 4th of July between the Oklahoma City Dodgers and the New Orleans Baby Cakes. It's baseball on the show. Richie Durham, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.0.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run.
I know he's still in AAA, but this guy has some swagger and the tools to make some noise in the show for years to come. Mark my words, he's going to be hitting.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Lorenzo Velasquez. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Strike called. Now the throw down is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. Trying to pick things up where we left off. King, Clark, 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. He pulls this one into right, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors. Striding in once again, King, Clark. First offering on its way. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run.
I think it's time to start pitching around this guy.
Ready for another chance, King, Clark.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat, his 2nd home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little.
Oh, wow, what a stop. He gathers the throw in time. Digging in to try it again, King, Clark. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way. Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. Gone! So the batting order turns over now and set to go Paul Rodney. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. To the left side. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Nothing across. Here this half.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
9-1 is the way this one ends. And as we jump into the ballgame with 1 gone in the inning. At the plate, King, Clark. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. First pitch coming. Here it is. Pulled toward right center field. Castilla moves over. Makes the play, and there are two gone now. Justin Haley will come on. 7-1 the final score in tonight's. The Oklahoma City. The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight we've got Brock Stewart, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Not in time. He's in there at second. Standing in, King Clark. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Hit sharply on the ground. Johnson takes it in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, King Clark. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through into center field. Base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much.
Digging in and looking for more, King Clark. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Hard hit ball to second. Johnson is there, and that's the first out. Ready for another shot now, King Clark. First pitch coming. Here it is. Back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Ambush tactics right there, but he didn't try and do too much. He stayed in there and just...
Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead in the top of the 9th, and secured the W in the bottom half. That's a great team win.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Round Rock Express and the Oklahoma City Dodgers. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Robbie Holland is on the mound for game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right. And if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to...
Next will be the designated hitter, Kurt Tyler. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Hey, it's almost impossible to throw a base runner out that gets a lead that.
Stepping into the box, King Clark. He reached on a single in his first try. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And that's the second. Out. Here now is Micah. Johnson. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And there he goes towards second. In there. Now the throw. And in fact, there will be no throw as he loses the handle there on the transfer. Sliced hard on the ground. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. Ready once again, Kurt Tyler. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Designated hitter, Kurt.
The 1-2. On the ground out to second. Gets dirty and gloves it. It's there. He got him. Oh, and that looked destined to be an RBI, but a highlight reel stab put an end to that thought. Digging in once again, King Clark.
King Clark.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he'll make it to second base now with two gone.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over.
Now at the plate, Charles Weisman, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the belt, the pitch. Ball sent back up the middle. One there. Back to Votto, but it's not in time as they settle for just the one. Digging in now, King Clark. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Getting a few steps off his second there. Now the pitch. A dive, and he knocks it down. And he'll pull into second with one away.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted.
Standing in, King Clark. He singled his last time up. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. He pulls this one into right. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove. And the run will score from third to make this a 4-2 game. So 2 runs on 4 base hits.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with the big win at home.
4-2 the final score tonight. Oklahoma City came through late, taking
A manager checks in with his ball club. A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches. This AAA player has been generating a lot of buzz with his stellar play of late.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight, the rubber match of this three-game series between the Oklahoma City Dodgers and the Tacoma Rainiers. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Ethan Hillman starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last three starts, he has a whip of over 1.50.
Hang on. This is hit deep into right center. This looks to have enough, and it does. A home run.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot.
Into the box now, Bernardo Diaz. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The windup and the 0-1. Hit back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So that leadoff base hit means considerable speed aboard to start out the inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Now batting, Roberto Perez. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. It's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. Hit on the ground to short. Clark moving to his right. In time to first, and there are two away. Digging in, King Clark. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. First pitch of the at-bat. A bullet to first base. And they'll run him down and tag him out between first and second. A double play. Digging in for his second at-bat, Roberto Perez. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Drilled on the ground to short. To his right, Clark. Throw on to first, two gone. Now at the plate, King Clark. He's got an opportunity here in a bases-loaded situation and seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Gone! It's a grand slam.
Yeah, you've heard the saying, stuck between a rock and a hard place. Well, that was the case here. Bases loaded.
Coming to the plate now, Chris Kearney. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Only play will be to the pitcher covering, and the runners are able to move up. Now in the box, King Clark.
Beautiful part about that home run ball is one swing, it can do a lot of damage. We're tied right now, but you can go back to that previous at-bat when he hit the grand slam and drove in 4 big runs.
First pitch of the at-bat. He's running. Line to the right side. In there with base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Hey, you play to win the game right there. You want to put this defense on its its heels a little bit. Late innings, for them to implore the hit and run, that's an aggressive tactic by the manager, and it paid off.
At the plate, Lewis Cash, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Drills right. Diving stop. He's up with it. The throw. It's there, and he's out. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base.
Oh, man, once it got past the pitcher, I figured it was a base hit, but then the shortstop comes out of nowhere to make the diving stop. That was incredible.
Now at the plate, Rob Reyes.
Now batting, shortstop. Rob
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hard on the ground toward short. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. So they go down without a whimper here. 9th inning coming up, and we are all tied 5-5. Now to the plate, Ryan Robinson. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. The 0-1. Hit hard. Dive. The throw to second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So they can't get that winning run home, and that means we'll have to go a little longer tonight to find a winner. 10th inning coming up, and we are all tied 5-5. Stepping in, King Clark. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first.
Clark.
Here's the first pitch. Runners off for second. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be hauled in out there. False alarm, and that ends the inning. So one will win it here as we go to the bottom of inning number 10. And we are all tied 5-5. Striding in, Ryan Durango, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. A swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Clark scoops it up onto first, and that'll be a bitter pill to swallow for this home crowd as the ball game is over.
Well, they had to put in a couple of extra innings of work, but hey, listen, a win is a win, and any win is good.
A player is called to question by his manager on his base running of late. The manager has in fact called the player in to give him a vote of confidence. He checks that the player understands what a green light means and doesn't mean. Even the best bag snatchers need to know. Satisfied that the player can be trusted with the responsibility, the manager grants him a standing green light to bolt. This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization are keeping Locked in a tight divisional race coming down the stretch, a manager looks to teach his young players about how to finish. A young team gets some extra coaching up from their skipper before the first game of a very big series. With the season's outcome coming down to a final series, a manager chooses his words carefully. Playoff situations in the minors are invaluable opportunities to teach young players. Being in a hole in a minor league playoff series means an opportunity to teach young men about facing adversity. A manager checks in with his ball club. A coach looks to help one of his stars become even better. A manager checks in with his ball club. A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches. An agent checks in with a client currently in the minors. This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization are keeping tabs on them. A manager checks in with his ball club. A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar on the development of his signature skills. A manager checks in with his ball club. Elite players become so by continuing to look for ways to refine and improve their skill sets. A manager checks in with his ball club. An all-star player is encouraged to continue to broaden his game. This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization are keeping tabs on them. A minor league playoff push is an opportunity for developing players to learn what it takes to maintain. A young team gets some extra coaching up from their skipper before the first game of a very big series. With the season's outcome coming down to a final series, a manager chooses his words carefully. Entering the last series of the season, this team's situation is precarious, but not without hope. Playoff situations in the minors are invaluable opportunities to teach young players and to learn about.
So a move for a pinch hitter as he'll come on to hit with runners at first and second and still only one out.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, King Clark.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Bullet back up the middle. Stanley is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Oklahoma City, Number 1, Chad Lowe.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, we watched a really